Welcome back to 5 Minutes of Finney. I am now on air, live. I will put 5 minutes on the clock and see if I can stick to 5 minutes with this rant. I have beer here, Highwire Grapefruit, opened and ready to go. And we are going to do a quick talk on false provenance, which is a huge topic right now, huge. And I've gotten into a few discussions lately with Liquid Curiosity on the topic because she's quite passionate about it. And we have a few differing views, I think, on the whole thing. So I guess first of all, I kind of want to discuss the fact that I only have 4 minutes and 20 seconds now. Shit. I guess with the whole laws as far as false provenance goes, it's a bit different with food as opposed to alcohol, and there aren't the laws around alcohol that there are around food, so you don't really have to label where it's coming from on food. From what I've looked up, you don't, and that should be changed for sure. But right now the laws just say you have to state the ABV and the name of it, and they were trying to get the ingredients put onto it, but that's not there just yet. So that's something that definitely needs to be changed, and we should look into it. But right now, it doesn't. The country of origin doesn't have to be on there. Really, it really doesn't. So looking at that, when we're looking at beer taps, a lot of times when you look at a beer tap, it won't say where the beer was brewed. It will sometimes give the name of the beer, perhaps the ABV, the brewery name, which is nice. But sometimes it's nice to have a tap in front of you that doesn't have any of that, like the Tool taps that you get, where it's just a picture of something obscure, and you know that's a Tool tap if you drink enough beer. And I think it's kind of on the consumer to look at those things and ask and try to figure out what that is in front of you, instead of just expecting a small tap to have all that information. Now on the bottles, yeah, like it should say a bit more. It should say the ABV, where it's brewed. Just going by the name of something isn't fair enough, I don't think. Because if you look at it, Metal Man has a beer that's called Sahara. That's obviously not made in the Sahara Desert. Brewdog has Tokyo. That's not from Tokyo. Wicklow Wolf, at some point they said that they wouldn't be in Wicklow anymore as they expanded. So we can't always expect things to be just as they state in the name. And we should probably do a bit more research ourselves into where things are from as well, and be smart consumers with beer just as we are with food. And then looking at things being sold in grocery stores, there's a lot of breweries that we know, like Rye River, Alltech, O'Hara, that also have their own off brands that are sold in grocery stores. Rye River does Grafters and Solus, and bringing these kind of brands to grocery stores actually, I think, improves the craft beer market, because you're bringing really, really good beer to people that might not normally buy it, and they're getting these brands to them that for lower prices, and they're trying them, and maybe that's opening up their palate to try different beers when they're out at bars as well. So yeah, I do agree that Heineken, is not doing the right thing as far as naming, their beers different things and putting them into pubs and just even on the market in bottles is something that they're not. But as a consumer, we also need to, call them out on that. And I think Guinness, at least with that one instance, they at least had where the thing was brewed. And yeah, they probably shouldn't have called it a Galway, blonde or whatever. But at least they did truthfully say where it was from. Now they're shitheads in other ways, obviously, but at least in that instance, they were actually being truthful. So I think from here forward, yes, you do need to have some sort of instance or way for people to know that it is a microbrew, and they do have the logos coming out, the 2 different logos, but I think that's also going to be very confusing for a consumer. To have the one from, Independent Craft Brewers of Ireland, and then the one from Beer Ireland. So 2 different logos, and that's kind of stupid. There needs to be a way for these 2 different organizations to come together and create one logo. Put differences aside and just create one logo, so that people, when they're looking at a microbrewed craft brewery or beer in Ireland, they can just pick up that beer and know. Or, just do their own research and realize looking at the label, it is. But if we want a logo and a way for people to know, we need one, not two. Just my thoughts on that. And look, we made 5 minutes. So that is my rant. Hope that you enjoyed. I'm not sure if you agreed, but that's it for me. Sláinte. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and talk to me on Twitter on what you thought. Cheers, so. Bye.